Hello everyone. Sharad Institute of Technology College of Engineering Program of Electrical Engineering welcomes all students. So for academic year 2023-24 for TY BTech Engineering class for all branches there is open elective subject which is offered by Electrical Engineering department is Energy Audit and Conservation. So in this subject basically we are dealing with different issues like global warming, how we can reduce it, that will be a first chapter. Similarly, the next chapter in which we will see how we can save energy in different sector, that is how we can save energy in electrical sector. Similarly, how we can save energy in mechanical sector, and overall how can we manage financial things. So all these contents or the topics are involved in the energy audit and conservation. So we'll start with the unit 2, that is energy management and audit. After learning this unit 2, student will be able to explain what is energy audit and the process involved in the energy audit. So these are the contents for our today's lecture. That is, first we must know what is energy audit. Second thing, why it is needed. Third, what will happen if the industry or any organization done its energy audit. The advantages by the energy audit. The next, energy audit procedures, how the procedure starts and how it will end, and the benefits. And the part of energy audit procedure is walkthrough audit and detailed audit. So let's start with the first content, that is energy audit. So basically, typical definition if we see, then it is an energy audit is an inspection, survey and analysis of energy flows for energy conservation in a building's process or a system to reduce the amount of energy input into the system without negatively affecting the outputs. So that is one definition, or there are another definitions. Energy audit is a systematic approach for plant energy study, or the another one is the judicious and effective use of energy to maximize profits and enhance competitive position. So this is another energy audit definition. Or the last, energy audit means analysis of energy utilization in the plant. So these all definitions are correct and appropriate. Okay, though the sentences are 4, but if we see the meaning remains same. So basically energy audit means it is analysis of energy use in the organization or in the industry, so that the study of energy usage is nothing but the energy audit. So the main aim of energy audit is to check proper utilization of energy in a plant. So energy audit does the following things: how much energy is being used in the plant or in any organization or in an industry. Second thing, how much energy should be used in the plant or in industry. And the third is how much energy we can save in the plant or in the industry. So this is nothing but, these 3 points are nothing but analysis of energy usage in the plant. Means first point tells that we should locate the points where electrical energy, so I am talking about here electrical energy, that is electricity. So how much energy is exactly used in a plant, current, actually how much energy is utilized by the plant to carry out different processes. Second thing is how much energy exactly required by the plant to run any kind of process. And by studying these two things, how much energy we can save during the process, or is there any scope for saving the electricity that identified in the third step. So this is nothing but actually energy usage analysis. So this is nothing but energy audit. Next, why it is necessary to get it done energy audit for any organization. So actually day by day the population is increasing, and as population increases the demand of electricity is increasing, because population increases means it increases the home and the requirement, basic requirement. So nowadays electricity is one of the basic requirement like food, clothes, shelter. Similarly electricity is in low or more quantity, but it is a basic requirement right now. So as the demand is growing, we are having a limited power generation. We can't go immediate increasing number of plants, because the building of plant or the construction of any plant requires certain months or a year. So it is not flexible solution that as demand increases we should increase the plant which generates electricity. So there is a huge gap between demand of electricity and the power generation. So to fill this gap between demand of and power generation, we must do the energy conservation, or we have to bridge the gap by the energy conservation. And also in India most of the power is generated by the coal power plant. Okay, so the coal power plant causes more air pollution, which is not good for, which causes global warming. So for that purpose we should reduce our demand, means whenever it is required we should use electricity, otherwise we should turn it off. For example, if we are not at a home, then we should switch off all the light, fans, or the things which are not actually required, so that we can reduce 1 unit in a day. That is also like a generating unit at generating station. So we should take a small steps at least in our home, so that we can reduce our 1 or 2 units in a day, or at least in a month. So that is how we can fill up the gap between generation and demand of electricity, and ultimately it will reduce the pollution also. And the next is to achieve overall energy efficiency, we should do the power saving, or we should save electricity. So saving electricity is like a generating electricity. As per the quote, we should save electricity so that there will be no more coal based power plant, and the pollution occurred by the power plant is also very less. So that is the need for energy audit, and obviously we will save money if we reduce our electricity consumption in a home or in any organization. Ultimately we are consuming less electricity, hence the bill at the end which we will receive at the end of month, that will be also less. So that will reflect in our money also. Okay, so energy will be reduced. So that is one more most advantage we can say. Next, advantages of electricity, having using less electricity or doing energy audit. It reduces energy wastage, as we are turning off the light, fans, or the equipments which runs on electricity whenever they are not in use, means we are reducing the wastage of energy. We are optimization of all resources, reduction in energy demand, reduces energy bill, reduced operational and maintenance charges, labor charges are also reduced, improved efficiency, cost per product reduces, economical operations is achieved, and more saving is achieved. So all these are advantages of energy audit. Next, classification of energy audit. So basically energy audit is not short-term process. It is a quite long-term process, but according to the duration, according to their types of energy audit, The classification of energy audit is done like this way. Walkthrough energy audit, which is having very short duration, in which energy audit team and the personnel have a walk through a plant or the organization where energy audit is to be carried out. Next, preliminary audit. It's having a quite moderate time duration as compared to the walkthrough audit. The last is detailed audit, which is a time consuming, but it is most effective, in which the successful energy audit will be carried out. So obviously in detailed audit we require few months for obtaining the satisfactory results, and we have to invest money to become any organization efficient one. So these are the classification of energy audit. Next is a difference between walkthrough audit and detailed audit. So as the name indicates, it is a walkthrough audit, means we don't go in detailed things like measuring voltage, current, power consumption and active reactive power, which is related to the electrical engineering. So that is not actually measured, calculated. So it is not a detailed audit. So it is very simple audit. It requires very less time. It is less expensive. In this walkthrough audit team walks through the plant and industry and observe the overall things. They won't go in detail. Next, basic data is collected, but this data is not sufficient for energy conservation or for having successful energy audit. Next is detailed preliminary audit. It defines energy consumption in a plant in industry, identifies area where wastage of energy occurs, obviously by observations in a detail. Next, gives ideas where energy can be saved. In this type, existing current data is collected. So here, last point, all the data is collected, existing data in which the industry is running, and based on that data, based on the measurements which is carried out under the preliminary audit, different suggestions are given by the audit team and the audit is carried out. So basically energy audit is very helpful for the industry also and the owner of industry, because it saves that industry money, and that money can be utilized for any other department in the plant for the progress purpose. So in this way energy audit will help to an industry or to an organization.